Welcome to your custom deep dive. If I pointed to like a basic digital wall clock, the kind with the red LED numbers you see in every high school hallway, and told you it cost nearly $1,000, you'd probably think it was a typo.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, $950 for a clock sounds completely absurd on the surface.
Right. But today, we are looking at exactly that. It's the Advanced Network Devices, IPCSS-RWB-MB-IC from HDTV Supply. And our mission today is to figure out why this seemingly ordinary black box carries such a massive price tag.
Yeah, and what it's actually doing when it's just hanging there in an office or a classroom.
Exactly.
To understand that price, you really have to look past the multicolor, auto-dimming LED display. The real story is how this device connects to the building itself.
So it's not just plugging into a standard wall outlet.
No, not at all. It runs on PoE, which stands for Power over Ethernet, so it draws its power and its data from the exact same network cables that run the computers.
Wait, which means if the building's power goes out, but the server room has a backup generator, this clock just stays on.
It stays fully operational.
Yeah.
And because it's hardwired into the data network, it's actually assigned its own IP address.
Oh, wow.
Right? It supports complex protocols like IPv4, IPv6, HTTP. Basically, the network doesn't see a clock. It sees a fully functional mini computer.
Okay, so that explains the built-in web server mentioned in the specs. But I also saw it lists VoIP and SIP integration. Now, for anyone unfamiliar, SIP is the protocol that routes internet phone calls.
Yeah, and that is a huge detail.
I mean, it makes this device less like a timepiece and more like a, well, like a digital Trojan horse. It essentially sneaks a fully functional, invisible telephone into a room disguised as boring office furniture.
That's a great way to put it. That invisible telephone aspect is a massive leap in utility. Because it has SIP built in, an administrator can literally dial the clock from a central office.
Just call the clock.
Yep, it functions as a two-way communication node, and you don't even need a handset or a physical phone line.
But, you know, a school or a corporation doesn't pay nearly $1,000 just to sync the time accurately or to make a quirky phone call to a wall.
No, definitely not.
The real return on investment has to happen the moment things go wrong, right?
Precisely. And that is where the Informacast integration comes into play. So Informacast is an enterprise mass notification system.
Okay.
And this device uses what they call clockwise campus software to act as a full-blown crisis management hub.
So what happens if, say, a fire alarm goes off or a lockdown is triggered?
The display completely shifts. Instead of just showing the time, it flashes individual red, white, and blue LEDs. This provides immediate visual signals for different specific emergency conditions.
Which is great for visual alerts. And I see it has a built-in microphone for a hands-free two-way intercom, plus two 4-inch speakers meant to cover 600 square feet.
That's right.
But realistically, think about a noisy hallway. If an alarm is blaring or it's total chaos, a tiny microphone on a wall clock isn't going to pick up someone shouting from 30 feet away, is it?
You'd totally assume it would just capture a wall of noise. But this is actually where the SIP integration and network processing power do the heavy lifting.
How so?
The device uses advanced echo cancellation and noise reduction algorithms. It isolates human voices over the ambient chaos, so it actively filters out the background frequencies of an alarm.
Wait, really? It filters the alarm out.
Yeah, to ensure the central office can actually hear a response from someone who might be trapped in that hallway.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
And going the other direction, it pushes 8 to 16 watts of audio power to broadcast those emergency instructions right back into the room.
Which solves one of the biggest bottlenecks in modern crisis management, honestly. Personal devices.
Right, because relying on phone calls or text messages during an emergency is dangerously slow.
Exactly. Cell towers get jammed up, or maybe a phone is just sitting silenced in a backpack.
Or someone left it on their desk.
Right. By guaranteeing direct-to-room multicast delivery over a hardwired network, you ensure that the life-saving alert is heard instantly by everyone in the vicinity.
It completely changes the expectation of what a basic wall fixture should do. We are looking at a 17-inch wide piece of advanced safety infrastructure, just hiding in plain sight.
It proves that the most critical technology in a building isn't always the most obvious.
It really does. So if your simple digital wall clock is actually a highly advanced two-way Informacast intercom actively monitoring your network, what other seemingly dumb everyday fixtures in your building are quietly waiting to become the most critical technology in the room? Definitely something to think about the next time you check the time.